Okay. All right, all right, all right. You cool cats and kittens. Welcome to the party. How is everybody today? Good. I'm surprisingly in a good mood right now, so you caught me on a good day. Even Wednesdays are my long days. I was just complaining about them. But we are on our last day of fielding. Oh no. What are we gonna do? So today, just like we talked about Monday, whatever day that was, I don't even know, we are going to be doing a lot of the same stuff, but reviewing, adding maybe a couple more drills. So the game plan for today is we're gonna go over our infield skills, just really fine tuning, backhands, glove hands, ball hit right at you, all of that good stuff, making sure we're opening the gate, readdressing that, all of that goodness. Then we're gonna work on some outfield drills. We're gonna work on drop steps and different ways to go to the ball because as we've talked about multiple times before, when you are an infielder, you're always an outfielder. We're an outfielder, you're always an infielder. So we work on that. Then we will end with a couple of our trick plays that everybody likes to do. So we will do throwing off one arm, we'll do screwing the ball into the ground, and we will work on our, my base, over there. Then we will work on coming across the bag again, okay? We have a lot of stuff today, so we're gonna be moving very quick pace. Make sure you're paying attention, giving it your all, and enjoying the day. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into our athletic stance. So our defense position. So we're getting our feet a little more than shoulder width apart. We're staying on the balls of our feet. Remember, we are not Michael Jackson, and we're also not stuck in the mud. Somebody's calling me. We're also not stuck in the mud. We're right here. We're on the balls of our feet in our triangle. Let me see it. Let me see all those defensive positions. Get that glove down, Lucy. Thank you. She's like, give me time, girl. Give me time. Good, good. Bridget, try not to fall back on those heels. Quinn, love your pants, girl. Love them. Yeah! All right, so remember, we don't want to put our glove like this because the ball's not coming that way, all right? We want it to be nice and big. We don't want any hamburgers. We want a nice, big, I don't know, like, I don't even know what this is, but we want a nice, big pocket, open. You should feel your hand like this inside your glove. Getting your fingers as far apart as you can. Good job, Gigi. I saw you spread out those fingers.
Also, look at Carly when she gets down in her position. Her throwing hand is not in the way. We want to feel with two hands, yes, but as we're getting ready to go towards the ball, we don't want to do that with two hands until the ball is right in front of us. You want to be nice and athletic the entire time. So move that throwing hand out of the way until you're actually about to field the ball.
And notice that my booty is not straight up in the air, okay? I am bent. And then I fold with my back. Notice how my back is nice and flat. We like to call that the flat back.
Also, look at her knees. Her knees are pointing towards the computer screen. They're not pointing in. They're not pointing out.
I'm not like
yes,
this.
that's no. We don't want that.
Like this. I'm nice and up. Let's get that right here.
So her knees are pointing right at me.
Notice how my head is down. When I'm waiting for the ball to come, I can be like this, looking at the person who's hitting, and as soon, I'll come up here.
So let's see those positions. Yes.
Aislinn, spread your legs out just a little bit. You're getting a little too narrow. Good. Better. Good.
Feeling better, Caitlin.
Haley, does this hurt your hips? Get that booty down then, girl. No excuses. You're like way up here. Come on. Better. Much better, much better. Good job, Maddie. Tessa looks awesome. Lauren, go ahead and put that butt down just a little bit further. A little bit further. There you go, good. Nice, much better.
Good, Isla.
You can go ahead and shake your legs out, shake your legs out. Adrian, make sure your toes are pointing right at me. There you go. Gosh, you're so sassy, and I love every second. Good job, Bridget. Caitlin, make sure you're on the balls of your feet, okay? We don't want to rock back into our heels. Good. Good, Isla. Good, Lucy. Lucy, you're starting to look like me, girl. All right, so what Coach Kayla is going to do, you're going to be standing normal, and she is going to say, hit it, and you're going to get into your position. All right?
All right, so everyone nice, tall, and hit it. There we go.
You can be like me and dance it out and wait for it.
All right, make sure everyone understand what we're doing. So when I say hit it, you're gonna be standing tall and scoring and dancing like Carly, and then when I say hit it, you're gonna get into your athletic position to steal the ball, okay? All right, ready and hit it. Good, let me see, let me see. Hold your position for like 5 seconds afterwards, just so I can prepare everyone. All right. Get set, nice and tall, dance it out. Hit it. Good, Lucy. This looks awesome, awesome. 3 more, ready? Nice and tall. Shake your feet out. Hit it. All right, shake it out, shake it out.
One more, let's do this.
Ready and hit it. Good. All right.
Good job, ladies. So now we are going to move on to your glove side. So this is what we've talked about a billion times, about opening that gate, right? So when we're down here, we're down and ready. We want to open that foot, gate, foot, whatever you prefer. And we're going to keep our glove on the ground. We're not going to reach out like this. We're going to keep our glove right here beside that front foot for right now, okay? So go ahead and just practice opening that up.
Like a mini drop step for infielders, sort of. It's a little cute one. Still be athletic. So when you guys go to hinge and open up your legs, you still want to be nice and bent. So some of you guys are just getting here, and when you're going to hinge, you're just kind of reaching your body out. You want to be here athletic, and then when you go to open up, you still want to be down with your knees and legs bent.
Maddie, what you doing, girl?
I wish you were in Maryland so we could see ya.
Good heels.
No.
We wish we were there.
Correct.
So that it was hotter than this.
Correct. Aislinn, get your butt down just a little bit more. Good, much better.
So ladies, I see a couple of you. Remember that this isn't going to necessarily, notice how when I open up, my weight is still evenly distributed, right? So we don't want to come here and reach, because then this puts us into a position that we, if you're old like me, can't get out. All right? So you want to be here, boom. Notice how I can move my feet even better. Boom. My corners, this is going to be something that you will use almost every game, right? Here, boom.
Favorite.
As soon as it turned on, I was like,
All right, let's see a couple more of these. Quinn, when you get down that athletic stance, remember to have your throwing hand just somewhere up here at the top. So when you're getting ready for the ball, you're just nice and athletic, and this hand is just out of the way. Then when you go to take your step, act like you're feeling it, add that arm in there.
good, Quinn.
Better, good. Good, Faith.
Also, make sure you're opening the gate with that foot, okay?
Caitlin, bring your feet in just a little bit. Good. Now when you go to open that gate up, don't stretch, okay? So when you're here athletic, when you go to open it, just take a small slow step and you're still athletic. I don't want you to have to reach for the ball like that, okay? Good, good. Better.
Good, ladies. Keep it up. All right, so from this position, some of you are already doing it, but I want you to make it so it flows. All right, so if you have a partner, they can be rolling the ball to you and you can be throwing, but I want you to come here, and get new throwing position every time. Make it quick. So one thing,
Oh, sorry.
so one thing that I want you to focus on too is your glove hand transition. Has everyone heard of that before? Maybe? Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you've heard it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay. So when I say glove hand transition, that means the ball is transitioning from your glove into your hand. The goal in softball is to, oh, there's a pup. I was like, oh, the goal in softball is to make that as fast as possible. So this is a drill that you can do at home, just sitting here doing this, getting the ball out of your glove, starting it within here, finding it, getting it into throwing position.
Also, notice what Carly did. Something that you cannot do in softball is you can't pop your, I don't even know how to do it because it's not right. When you go to transition, you don't want to toss it into your other hand. You always want to put this hand in your glove and grab it out. Because if you toss it, it's so much easier for you to bobble it. Yes. So make sure you have nice, strong hands when you go, I can do this, to reach into your glove to transition.
Right, so if Coach Kayla is to roll me the ball and I'm going to open up. Notice how this foot, my other foot, not my gate foot, but the other foot is coming quick behind it too. I'm not trying to reach like this. I'm popping it nice and quick behind me.
Her whole body is moving the entire time.
One more.
We are like, I was about to say the
That's
same
what
thing.
Coach Kayla and I matched today. Like we got this red theme going on.
I don't know what this is, but it's working.
Lucy's in on our red game. Thank you. All right, take a few more of those, then we're going to move on. Good job, Caitlin. Much better. Woo. Where's the UPS? I love seeing the UPS man. Gets me so excited. All right, so go ahead and take a break. If you need a drink, grab a drink. But while you're grabbing a drink, make sure you're listening to us. All right. So next, our little review, we're going to talk about a pivot backhand. Okay, so I'll be here. I'm going to be here. I just whoop.
Notice her legs, right? She has two wonderful 90-degree angles, and they're nice and athletic. So notice when she turns her body, her knees are bent the entire time. So don't get lazy. Don't hunch your back over. All you're doing is going from your fielding position to your backhand position. We're just going to pivot this time.
Yep. Make sure you keep your glove right on the ground.
So we don't need any balls yet. Just work on your actual foot movement, and then we'll get into the balls being thrown. Good, Lucy. That was perfect.
Way to slow it down, Caitlin, and really get it. I like that. Good job.
And it looks great.
Good job, Lauren. So Lauren, just try not to drop that back knee, okay? We want to keep both knees off the ground.
So just have a couple inches between. Good.
Much better. Bridget, let me see it, girl. Good.
Good. Start. There we go. That
Good.
looks better.
Good.
Also, something to keep in mind when you're doing this for backhands. When you start low, it's easier to go into a low backhand. So you don't want to start up high up here and then try to transition to a backhand. So if you start nice and athletic, all you have to do is turn your feet. But if you're up here and you're lazy, you have to come all the way down to try to field that backhand, and that takes too much time.
Not only do you look lazy, but you're gonna be like, wah, 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 when the ball goes flying past you, when instead of being boom right over, you're womp, 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 whoop, and takes you twice as long to get to the ball. You're gonna stop so many more balls by staying low.
The one thing we don't have in softball is time.
No.
So
Unfortunately.
you have to be as quick as possible. Good, Quinn.
And what's nice about softball is if you stay low, you can always go higher, but it's harder to go from high to low, back to high. You're gonna block so many more balls with your chest, but when you're throwing that girl out at first, it's gonna feel so much better. I promise. Good.
Gigi, let's see it. Good.
Side net Gigi rocking that McDaniel gear. That's my girl. Whoop, whoop.
All right, do about 3 more E's. Shake your legs out.
Coach John, if you're listening, we're gonna take a poll because we think we should get some Top Gun softball gear to sell. Right, ladies? So we can all be repping it. Whoop, whoop. Coach John's like, please stop talking, Carly. Every time you talk, we need to buy more things. All right. So now that we have those down, we are just going to go through our drill one more time that you can practice anywhere and everywhere of doing your front hand, backhand, all of that. Coach Kayla is going to call them out, and we are going to do 5 of them. That is it, 5. If everyone gives it their all, we will only do 5. If everyone does not give their all, we will do 20 squats. So let's all give it our all.
All right, get your ready position. Nice and athletic. Backhand. Just the pivot. We're not separate, remember, just the pivot. Good. Looking good, looking good. Defense position, nice and athletic. Backhand. Ah, we're looking good. Let me see, let me see. Good. Athletic position. Front hand. Glove hand, forehand, all of those. Good. Ready position. Backhand. Good. What's that, 5? That's 4. Last one. Athletic position. Ready. Front hand, glove hand, forehand, all of those things. Same thing. Good.
Hey, guess what, ladies? Everyone did an awesome job, but we're still going to do 20 squats. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Really? What the heck?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Oh, we lost 3.
11, 12, 13,
There we go,
14,
Daddy.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job, ladies. With that, oh man, we are practicing that because when you're in the bottom of the 7th, you have the winning run on 3rd, you're playing in the infield, you're tired, you're working through it, you're gonna win. That's how you have to look at it. All right, who's ready for some outfield skills? Anybody? Maybe? No? Quinn's like, yeah, oh well. All right. Maddie's back there ready. I see you, girl. All right. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to do a simple drop step to your right side. Okay? So if you are right-handed, that is the hand that your glove is not on. If you are left-handed, it is the hand that your glove is on. All right? So in the outfield, we still have that nice athletic stance. Although we are not bent over, we're still here. We have our knees bent, shoulder width apart, slightly at the hips, on the balls of our feet, so we're ready for the ball. Okay? Our first step to the right, we're gonna take this foot, and we're gonna open up our hip, just like so. We aren't gonna throw our leg back like that, okay? We're here, boom. Oh, notice how I'm completely opening up my hip right here, though. I'm not taking a step and turning. I'm coming here, boom. So you may ask, Coach Carly, where should my glove go when I turn? Go ahead and watch. So when we're here, we boom. See how my glove tucks? I like to call this my Nemo arm. If any of you are old enough to remember Nemo. Ah,
This first
So
drop
neat.
step that you guys have, it's going to be the most important one for getting to the ball. So if you have a poor drop step or you drop step the wrong way and you have to make up for it, that's going to take some time off of it. So you have to play it, I guess, by ear, by sight when you're getting ready to drop step. But that first step when you open up is going to determine how fast you can get to that ball. So it's the most important step when you're tracking down a fly ball or a ball hitting the gap.
yes. So what we are going to practice is just taking that drop step to right field. I want you to take the drop step and run like 3 to 4 steps, whatever you have room for. Okay, so I'm going to come here.
Good, Gigi.
I'm going to come back.
Notice her head the whole time. She's just not looking at the ground, right? You have to act like you're looking for the ball. So either track it in the air or track it as it's going into the gap.
There's so many things with outfield we could do, but
Drop step. She takes a couple steps. We have a lot of space.
wasn't even outfielder, Coach Kayla.
I know it.
Woo!
This is even good for infielders, especially for the corners and the middle infielders. When the foul balls that go right down the line, you guys are racing to get to it. So our third baseman and our first baseman, we drop step and run back. And the shortstops and second baseman drop step and run towards that same angle. So everyone needs this. Good, let's see it. Tuck those gloves. Well, Caitlin, you're getting a workout in, girl.
Woo!
You're running all the way to your tree. I love it. Good, as soon as you guys open up that hip and get that foot down, plant and sprint. You don't want to open up and be lackadaisical with it. As soon as you open up, take off.
Even if it's only 2 to 3 steps of you taking off, I need you to take off, okay? Here. Boom.
Good, Maddie, tuck that glove, girl. Adrian, tuck your glove in your armpit. When you go to run, tuck it under. It's gonna be a little funky, but just tuck it like this, like you're hugging it almost. Better. It makes it easier to pump your arms that way. Oh my God, it's just like. There we go. Dads are the best, I swear. It's gonna feel funky, but it won't in a couple years, I promise.
So you're going to be using this a lot because you're going to drop step. Oh, that is a question.
Yes, ma'am, Maddie.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh,
Hold on.
you have to unmute yourself.
You have to, yeah, you can hit unmute. There you go.
What's up?
I couldn't hear you over helicopters going overhead. What did you say?
Oh. Oh yeah, I said good job, but to make sure you tuck your glove when you're running.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
No problem.
You're very welcome. Thanks for asking. Good job, Luce.
Good, Adrian. Way to tuck that glove. Good job, Faith.
Aislinn, make sure that you're tucking and using that arm still. Don't just kind of lay it there. Use that arm to get that power. Because if you think about, ladies, when we're running, if we're base running, we're going cheek to cheek every single time, right? So we're pulling, using gravity to pull that arm to push us forward, okay? Good, Gigi. All right, so if you haven't already, we're gonna go to the other side. Okay, so instead of opening up this way, you're gonna open up to your left side. So you're gonna break. Notice again, notice how I'm making that angle. Softball's all about angles. So if you're horrible at math like me, study up. So here, boom. Get your angle.
Good, so it's the same thing. We're just working on our glove side. If we have any lefties, you're working on your throwing arm side, your non-glove side. But I think we have all righties in here today. No, that's fine. Oh, yeah, hold on. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go
I'm
ahead,
a,
Isla.
I throw lefty, but I hit righty.
Throw lefty, hit righty. Okay, so you're gonna drop step with your throwing arm this time. Were you doing that last time or are you doing your glove arm?
I was drop stepping with my glove side.
Okay, perfect. So just do the other side.
Yeah.
All righty. Thank you. All right, let's work on a couple. Let's see it. Good. Unless you guys switched it up last time, you should be dropping with your glove side. So last time we opened up and we drop stepped and went this way. This time we're drop stepping with our glove side from our righties. Unless you did it wrong the last time, which is fine, do whatever one you didn't just do during the last round. Good, Lauren. Good job, Caitlin. Getting a workout in, I love it. Woo, woo. Good, Isla. Remember, over-exaggerate that first step. Once you get that foot down, blast off. Oh, delivery. I love it.
Ooh, ooh. Tessa's getting a package. Ooh, ooh.
Good.
Lucy, is your sister cheating out on us today?
He was doing homework today.
Man. Did you get your homework done before her?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard being that good, right? All right, good drop step though. Keep it up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so now we are going to practice going straight back. So actually, I just saw something. Aislinn, I'm sorry that I'm putting you out on this one, but when we're coming back and we're drop stepping, the point is to get around the ball. So when we're fielding and the ball's up here, we don't want to have to switch our feet and do all of this stuff before we get to the ball. The goal is to angle almost banana, like when you're running the first base when you have a banana peel. You want to make that drop step so you're getting that angle to come around the ball and be here so that I'm ready to field the ball and throw it, okay?
Something to note also, obviously you're not always going to have time to get in front of the ball as an outfielder, but even then for the outfielders that when they drop step on an angle, they still are, their first step was so aggressive that they're able to catch it in an athletic position still. Obviously if they could, they'd catch it in front of them, but that's not always going to be a possibility. But when it can be for those balls that are hanging, you want to catch it in an athletic position so you can catch it and then get ready to throw it to the runner tagging up if there is one.
So when it comes to dropping straight back, this is one can be a little bit tricky, but it's also going to be whatever your body likes to do. So me, preferably,
I like to go to my non-glove side and go back, okay? So you can either come here and you're going to be dropping all the way back. So see how my body's completely opening up? You come back here, then I can look over my shoulder. So that's where I can change. So remember, either way you go, you can step back with this foot and run if it's over your head. But what I don't want to see is if the ball starts to change on my body angle, I don't want to see you do this. Because Coach Kayla, what's going to happen if I do that?
You're going to fall on that butt of yours. You're going to get your...
everybody is going to be laughing, being like, oh, she got sniped. There she goes.
Right? So watch my head. If the ball's hit and I'm coming this way, it's starting to change field. Boom. All I have to do is move my head and find the ball.
Also, something to note for the balls when you have to drop step straight backwards, it's going to be almost your position preference. Like Carly said, she played third base almost her entire college career. So it's natural for her to want to drop step this way. I played first base probably 90% of my games in college. I want to drop step this way because my foul line is my glove side, and that's where the infielders are going to drop step to. Hers is her glove side. That's what we're used to. But we could drop step both ways if we needed to. But it's just on you to find that preference. So I like my glove side. She likes her throwing arm. We still get there, probably not in the same amount of time because she's a little bit faster than me, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So use this to find which way is the most comfortable for you and then work on it.
And this is something when you have a partner and you're outside or at practice or something, practice switching both ways because the balls are going to sink on one side or the other.
I used to hate girls that were
Like wearing heels. But also, when you're going to, when I'm coming back like this, I don't want to be running like this. Okay? Coach Kayla's going to toss one. We'll see if I can catch it. Yeah. Woo! Sorry. That was a very loud noise. Very sorry. All right, so I'm going to drop step. Coach Kayla's going to throw it. And I just did everything I told you not to do.
Sorry, that was a bad throw. Sorry. Bear with us.
All right, so I am going to drop step and go.
If I could throw it.
At the very last moment, I ran with my glove tucked. So ready?
Here we go.
Notice how I'm getting in my throwing position every time.
All right, let's see.
I don't know if that scared me.
Good, Lucy.
Good, Adrian, tuck that glove. Caitlin.
Caitlin, try to beat the ball to the spot. I know it's hard, but try to be faster than the ball if you can. That way you can set your feet when you get there and get ready to catch it.
Just turn and sprint. So remember, if you're inside or just practicing something,
Better.
you should be here just by moving your feet quick. Okay? Boom. And remember, your first step is always back.
Oh, God, please.
In the
Always.
outfield, in the infield, anywhere. If you're standing here and the ball's hit, you don't want to see this, because then you got to do this. It's always easier to come here, boom, I see the ball, oh, now I can go forward, or boom, oh, I need to go back. Oh, Tessa's smiling. I love it when Tessa smiles. It makes me smile. Hi, Tyler.
Good face.
All right, let's see what you got. Hey, Connor. Gonna get our base ready.
Tessa said you threw a ball into the computer.
What?
Tessa said Tyler hit a ball, threw a ball into the computer.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Get a couple more in. Shake those legs out. There's that noise again. Do about 3 more. Shake your legs out. Get a drink.
I'm sweating. Look at it. See how shiny my forehead is today?
That was me. She's very I'm just supposed to be using it.
Shout out to my roommate for getting me this new beautiful cup. All right. So who remembers talking about coming across the bag? Anybody? Oh, we got some hands. Bridget, I saw that go right up there.
Love it.
All right, so just for you, first way you're going to do it. Like you were a second baseman. You're going to come around here, boom, 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 see the ball, push back, get your throwing position.
Again, this is a second baseman's perspective. So you're coming across to receive a ball from either third base or from shortstop. You're going to tap the bag quick, get off, and throw. What foot should you be tapping the bag with? Here we go.
So the foot that does not have my glove on it. Well, neither foot has a glove on it, but this side. So if I'm right-handed, boom, 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 my right foot is coming off the bag.
And that is so she can push off to get into an athletic position to throw the ball. So let's see
Let me see. It doesn't really matter if this one. It's the other one that matters more, I think. So you can push here like boom, boom, or boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Woo, good job, Faith. You are quick with those feet. And you are the most resourceful person I've ever met, Faith. I love it. Got the towel, got some socks, got a wiffle ball every now and then. All about it. Snowballs.
But Lauren, when you go to push off the bag, try not to run like you're throwing towards first base. Can she hear me? No. Lauren. Lauren. Laura. Can you hear us? Okay, wonderful. When you go to push off the bag, after you do push off, don't run towards second base, right? As soon as you push off, get in the position to throw, okay? So if you wanna, Carly will show us quick. So, yeah, I'll throw it. So when she goes to, oh. She's gonna get it, push off, throw.
And remember, when you have a base that sticks up off the ground a little bit, it's going to be easier to push off of.
Good, Lauren. Good, Bridget.
Faith, make sure you're coming backwards and not coming across the bag. Because when you come across this way, well, your towel, I guess, bag, towel, whatever we're talking about. When you come this way, you're putting your body right into the runner's lane, and any runner is going to come in cleats high and take you out, okay? So just make sure if you're getting back out of the way instead of coming towards first base, if that makes sense.
Good, Quinn. Quinn, make sure you set your feet before you get into your throw. So don't try to come across the bag and get in your throwing motion at the same time. Once you catch it, once you pop back off, that's when you get into your throwing position, not as you're coming across the bag.
All right, listen, ladies, we're gonna do the other coming across the bag, and when we come across the bag, we're gonna do a cool trick, but this cool trick, you can only do this cool trick when you have mastered catching and coming across the bag. But I'm gonna teach it to you so you can practice it. But don't do it in a game. I will find you if you do it in a game, and your coach will come yell at me, but I didn't teach you this, okay?
I don't even know what she's doing, so I'm just this.
Well, we're just going to go across the bag first. So we're coming over here. We're going to come through the bag, boom, toss our feet and throw, okay? So you're receiving the ball, tossing our feet and go. So, ball, boom, the ball. This could be a second baseman. So it's going to be a second baseman. So Coach Kayla throws me the ball. I'm coming across here, boom. Make sure you hold that foot on the base. So I'm coming across here, go through. This is a great one for second baseman too, because if you're in a hurry, you can always come through here and pull it into a bag.
Because not all the time, this is great for turning double plays, but sometimes you just want to get that lead runner. You're not going to have time to get that girl at first, especially if she's a slapper or just someone that's fast. So by Carly coming across the bag, she's going to be able to stretch to get that out, so we get that lead runner out. And notice how you always want to stretch with your glove hand. When we went over the first base mechanics, you want to stretch with your glove. You need to make sure you get your footwork down so that you know which foot to step with. This is at any base where there's going to be a force out. So my catchers, first baseman, second baseman, shortstops, third base, anyone for a force out, you always want to stretch with your glove hand. All right, let's see some of those coming across the bag. Caitlin, try to have your other foot land on the bag. So try to have your throwing hand land so that you're stretching out good. Yep, you always want to stretch with your glove foot.
All right, ladies, who's ready for the trick?
And the class with the fun drill.
Anybody ready?
You're like, "Meh."
I know my girl Bridget's ready for it. All right, so once again, I say, when you have mastered this, or when you're just playing around with your friends, want to do something fun. Do not do this in a game. I'm not telling you to do this in a game ever. I have never done it in a game.
If you do it in the game, we are not responsible.
You're coming through. Coach Cam's gonna throw the ball when I come across the bag. Boom, we catch it on the outside of our glove, so then it makes it that much faster.
It's probably so quick you didn't even see it.
So if you have someone to touch the ball, you're just catching it on the outside of your glove. It's so fun, but only do it, like I said.
But this will also help tremendously with your hand-eye coordination because you have to really focus on catching that ball and not getting your fingers stuck between the glove and the ball. So
like
above anything, it's great.
Woo! Add a little spice. Come across. Ooh, still help me put them back.
So get a couple of these in, shake your legs out, take a breather, and then come on up to the screen. Caitlin, you are just so quick coming across that bag. Like lightning speed. Ooh. Yeah, lady.
All right, ladies, come on over to the screen. Thank you so much for coming to our last day of fielding, number one. Number two, I'm just gonna throw Coach Campbell's ball again. Remember, when you drop the ball, screw it into the ground. Practice that. Practice your glove hand transitions. Throwing the ball around, catching it, boom. Boom, okay? It'll make you such a better, speaking of this, I learned this the other day. I had a player who did not know how to wrap the ball in her glove. So ladies, taking care of your glove, I want you to do this. Put the ball into the pocket or the net of your glove. You're going to fold one side over and then wrap the other side. It should look like this, okay?
Also, you know you did it right. When you go to set your glove on the ground for a game, your glove shouldn't fall over like a pancake. I'm just gonna grab it. When you go to set your glove down, it should look just like this. Nice and pretty. So I don't even have a ball in here, but that's just the shape of my glove itself. So when you go to set it down, it always should look like this. Because we can't field a round ball with a pancake glove.
Yes, so this, you can put a rubber band about it, a hair thing around it, or you can just fold it just nice and tight in your glove like this. So that means when you are doing your fielding, anything, catching, throwing, all of this, it's going to create that pocket into your glove. So the ball will automatically just fall right into it.
Also, if you have a pancake glove from the cheap, find a 16-inch somewhere and
Which Carly has a little bit.
put that in there, and that really helps with that formation, especially like this glove I use when I played third base. It's super, super small. It's only 11 1/4. That 16-inch took up the entire like shape of my glove, and that's why my glove looks like this. Even my first baseman's glove has a nice roundness to it. So you should always, 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 after every single game practice, there's always should be something in your glove. I don't care if it's a softball or if it's a 16-inch. Something needs to be holding your glove position all the time.
Your parents spend a lot of money on these gloves, on these bats, and all of these stuff. So you need to learn how to take care of it. If that's watching YouTube and doing all of that and learning how to take care of your glove. I do recommend that, like different gloves. So my glove is a Nakona. I have to take care of my Nakona a lot differently than I took care of my Louisville, right? So just read up on that stuff. Become players of the game, students of the game. Memorize that stuff, okay?
And if you have your parents do it, like I'm guilty. My dad did everything to me growing up, but he didn't do it without me being in the same room. So you have to learn from them because one day you're going to be at school and your dad's not going to be there for you.
Yes.
So,
And we will preach to you always to be a player of the game. When it comes to fielding, we'll talk more about with hitting tomorrow, but with fielding, go back. I know right now sports aren't on TV and things like that, but go back and watch old, Auburn games, Texas games, any of those big schools, any softball game. Go back and watch. Put yourself into the position. So say you're a second baseman. Do play-by-play. Okay, I'm the second baseman. If the ball is hit to me, I'm going to throw the ball here or here. Then hit play. See where the ball goes. Play out the game. Pause it. Try to guess. Become a student of the game. You know, I didn't have all of the skills in the world, but I was a student of the game. I knew if the ball came to me, where it was going, where it could go, or different things like that. And your body, you'll automatically just start doing those things instead of spazzing out, and you'll be making plays like nobody's business. All right, one more question. I know we are chatty Cathy's today. How many of you, just show me by raise of hands, would like to add just a little bit of base running mechanics in tomorrow? Okay, so a few of you. So maybe that's what we'll either start or end with that. Just some quick tips to help you get a little faster.
We can even go maybe for an hour.
Maybe, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we do.
Possibly.
We'll chat and then we'll let you know.
And
We'll
remember
let
that
our
this is
people call your people.
our last week of Zoom lessons because we are opening for private lessons. So we put our phone numbers and emails in the chat yesterday and the day before. We'll do it again tomorrow for our last day of actual like softball work. So if you guys do want to come in and book, or you can just go straight to Top Gun's website and book on there. Our availability is on there. But tomorrow's our last day of softball because we do have people coming in for private lessons. So we would love to see your faces in here over the next couple of weeks.
Yes. And even if you are like my girl Maddie, all the way out in Oklahoma, we are more than welcome to set something up through Zoom with you privately if you want to do something like that too. So if you're not from Maryland, I'm sure Coach John could figure out a way for us to do that too.
Sorry,
Okay.
we're running our mouth.
Yes, so I'm going to unmute you all if you have anything you would like to say. Maybe unmute if I hit the right button. Okay, now you're all unmuted, I think. Except Maddie, come on, you got to unmute yourself, girl. There you go. Test system.
got it.
All right, does anybody have anything they would like to say?
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Have a great afternoon
Bye.
and enjoy.
Okay, look.
Thumbs up and right back at you, girl. Bye. Bye, Caitlin.
Bye.
I know you were last. Listen, chick. You are getting lazy, girl.
Lazy.
Yeah.
No.
We got
I went to Liberty today and hit over